Salah ke have a social media ni kan? Salah ke owning like accounts? Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and welcome back to Benda Boleh Bincang episod ketiga. So hari ni Benda Boleh Bincang nak bincang pasal social media detox and mental health. Well, what is social media detox and what is mental health? Okay, social media detox is like you taking a step back from being too present in social media, and mental health is what related to it. Now, of course, if you doesn't feel anything, why you actually want to actually step back from social media again? But before we go further into it, I think it's good enough to actually search for how many people are actually using social media on a daily basis. Well, in 2023, Department of Statistics Malaysia come out with a very interesting statistic. Lebih kurang 27 juta users of social media of the population of Malaysia. In Malaysia are using social media. Lebih kurang comprises of 80% of Malaysian population, which is a lot. And those who are active engagement on social media are actually Gen Z and millennials. Well, my generation and those who are younger lah. I'm not Gen Z, but I always say I'm a borderline Gen Z lah, because I can understand them, but I cannot be like them. Kita ada in 2023, we have almost 2,000 influencers. I think 2024, 2025, and moving into 2026, we witness numbers of influencers going up. Well, it's not benda yang we have to worry pun, because influencers also part of internet community and we should be proud of it. Okay, well, salah ke have a social media ni kan? Salah ke owning like accounts like social media, Instagram ke Twitter ke? Well, for me it depends. It's not right or wrong. It depends on why you actually started using social media. Well, for me, I started using social media because I want to connect and also not to lose my friends when I'm moving to another place. Let's say from my school to university, from my university to workforce. So these three mobilization, which is huge, and I won't see my friends much anymore. We anticipate that we only can connect through, Instagram posts and also Twitter, I guess. So these kind of things are actually the very reason why we connect on social media in the first place. But what happened now? Yes, what happened now? I mean, why you have social media? Maybe some of you wanted to gain followers and put content and everything. It's not wrong, which is a good thinking. But if you can make money, you have the face, you have the look, you have the capability to do it, then yeah, go for it. Of course, you happy lah kalau you dapat post and then someone follow you based on that, or someone like or someone comment, oh, how good you are at articulating your words and everything. Well, that's one good thing about it. You can get someone who you don't really know support your cause or actually comments you, like praising you, like you're doing a good job, right? But what if someone come over to your space, like your post and everything, and comment about you badly? What will you feel, right? So that's the consequences that I'm going to talk about. Well, the first time you receive hatred comment or something that are criticizing your post, what will you feel? I normally feel down because I don't like being judged. I don't like those who I don't even know judge me because of one post that I posted on my social media. It could be different with you, I guess. When I felt like someone commenting, someone bullying me on internet, but I don't normally I disconnect myself from the internet lah. I'll just take 1-2 days off, or I might be deleting the post or everything lah. Which for me, I think that's how I cope up with numbers of comments that I don't like, or numbers of comments that I think would be used against my mental health. Well, aside from falling into depression, getting a hatred comment, getting criticism from social media actually can make you fall into like feeling of, am I not okay? What's wrong with me or everything, right? You are also going to be disconnected with human touch, like whole point of living is, being human is to like talking to people, making connection and all that. But with social media comes into our life, whenever we met strangers and everything, like even on a table of kenduri kahwin or everything, kita pun tak cakap sangat dengan orang kan, sebab pun there are other things that make us disconnect, like kau tak payah nak fokus kat orang main phone. Well, that's a good and bad thing about it. Well, it's not about being polite at the majlis. It's about skills that you have to polish. Talking to people, making small talks, now all that actually helpful. Well, for your future, kan. But since we are too disconnected, we like to play games more. So the generation has become more and more individualistic in the sense that we don't care about others too much. Okay, back to consequences of overconsumption. So bukan bahasa Inggeris saya, but what I'm trying to say is like, you use too much of social media, apa-apa yang akan berlaku kan. So the first one, kemurungan lah. You can fall into depression if you're getting hatred comment on a daily basis. And of course, you will be disconnected with people. Well, if you play your phone and you don't have time to actually talk to people, even now you're actually listening to what I'm talking. Do you have? Are you even talking to people? Well, if you can do that, I salute you. Well, next will be, I think this one is important. Kebencian melampau. Like you have an extreme hatred. Why? Because certain wordings on someone post can actually incite something in you, like, oh, I hate this group, I hate this guy, I hate this fella because of this tweet. Because it articulate your emotion, it actually explain your emotion, explain your thinking in a way that you can't. So you resonate with the tweets, and then you wanted to comment or quote tweet or do whatever it is until you're done with it, and then you just go to another post and started leaving comments and everything. So I think having too much exposure on like social media, and then you keep being exposed to this kind of tweets that are critical, will actually makes you feeling more anxious. It's not going to help you in a way, but you always feeling that, oh, I'm so mad, I'm so angry now, Those angry and mad can actually lead to numbers of issues, like extreme hatred, or a lot of issues nowadays on like social media. You can understand what I'm saying. Well, the last one will be insecurity. Of course, with the numbers of content creation nowadays, you see only good things of it. Like people went for holidays, vacation, but muscle people actually, on social media, showing their biceps, showing their ripped body and everything. Instead of we are feeling envy or wanted to work harder, we're actually feeling insecure. That is the consequences, and also you can actually know that is a symptom where you have to take a step back or take a break from social media. And these actually and issues that are very related to your heart and also can affect your mental health very badly. Well, that's the part that I wanted to talk about. And this is my question. Well, are we really ready to take a break from social media? If you ask me, I'm not. Well, because of social media is, though we talk about disconnection, could lead to depressions with the hatred comment, extreme hatred, extreme anger, bring out the worst in us and everything. And well, I don't think I can actually leave social media for good. So we come up with this term. It's not we lah. A researcher and like psychologists come up with like this term called social media detox. What is it? Like we are detoxing our fat. Macam orang tua cakap, oh, minum air lemon to cut off whatever you eat just now. Well, the same thing happened. The same thing should be applied here. You take a step back or take a break from social media, and I think that's the possible solution that I'm currently doing. Well, a few suggestions. I mean, if you're ready, you can actually practice this. What I did normally, those social media account like Instagram, Twitter, or anything, or just like iPhone features have that hide app and only use your face recognition to open it. But it helps a lot because I don't necessarily when I'm working open that app because it's not unlike app together with social media like WhatsApp. Those Instagram, Twitter, threads or everything are actually in the hidden app. So I have to do one more step like tekan on it and then buka my buka using facial features, which I don't do that. So that kind of helps too. And I think the easiest way, if you don't want to hide your app, maybe because you're scared that you forgot the app is there, or you didn't get any notification from someone you actually expected to get, maybe you can mute some notification, which whenever you post something, then you just mute first, you open when you actually wanted to see the interaction. Well, you can do that too. Well, don't be so harsh by deactivated and delete your account. If you want to do that, just delete your app. Later on, you can just turn back by installing the app and register, log in into the account back. It'll be easier for you to retrieve your account. Yeah, one more thing I do normally, if that person gives me insecurity, or if that person always incite my anger, I'll just block or unfollow them. Or now Twitter have this one like show fewer posts from this account. But you can do that. So yeah, I think I covered all the topics for today. If you have anything to comment or if you have anything to ask, to say, to give further recommendation, just feel free to actually put down your comments on the comment section. I think that's all. Thank you very much and have a good Raya coming. Bye bye.